Good morning, this is Dalani from Harambe Radio and Television doing a video tour of the Oak Hollow Marina where I live. If you go back behind me about a mile, that's where I live by land, and I'll show you a little later by boat how I could get back home from here. I'm going to start to do my daily walk. This is the route I do every day, but I do 5 times what you're going to see me do today. I'll go around one time and show you everything, but when I come to the lake, I normally walk the same route 5 times. 60 years old, not bad. So here I go. I'm going to start to walk. Park closes today at 5 o'clock is what that sign is telling you. And I'm just going to kind of pan around, let you see across. Bunch of water. I'll zoom in, try to catch that sailboat out there. Let's see how good my camera is. There we go, somebody way out there. On the water. I'll come back in, get closer to land. The little house we're passing is where they keep the boat that they patrol the lake with. It's a big lake, so they have a boat at their disposal. I'll scan over here and see if I can zoom in. This is actually a professional golf course on the lake. And you can see, you can't see any holes yet, but somewhere along the way I'll show you. There's one right there. Man, this is great to have a camera like this, right? You get to see this zoom in. There's some guys playing. They don't know they're being recorded, but this is the professional golf course here, right on the premises of Oak Hollow Lake. Let's get back to business. What everybody came to see. Back to the house where the boat is inside to keep it out of the bad weather. I hope everyone can hear me okay. Good morning again, Dalani Harambe Radio and Television. I got to be careful. I don't want to walk into something that will trip me up, but hopefully it won't be on camera. So right now we're walking the road that you would bring your boat if you were going to take it in the water. I'll show you that as we get closer in. Right now I'm going to stay zoomed this way so you can see the water on both sides. This is just where you come back if you've been out in the bigger part of the lake. So we're going to continue to walk down, and I'll kind of find a place where I can show you how you would get back to where I live if you didn't have a car and had to go back by boat. You see we have local fishermen here fishing on the lake, doing a good job. I hung out here all summer catching fish. Hey, how you doing? Doing very well, man. If he reels in a big one, we'll put him on television. Okay, I'm going to attempt to walk closer to the water so you can see what they tell me is what they call the number 5 hole on the golf course. Somewhere down there, there's a flag sticking up. There it is right there in the middle of the screen. Appears to be a yellow flag. And if you have a boat and you go around that yellow flag and make a sharp right, I live down that waterway right here in High Point, North Carolina. So you got to have a zoom. That's a boat ride away. If you're golfing, this is a continuation of the land I just showed you. I'm going to go further down this way. I'm going to zoom in on, I don't know if it's the same boat or another boat, but I'm going to okay, enjoy. The wind's blowing, so you're going to hear some feedback, but I'm going to just let you see these are park benches that line the waterway all the way down this way, back to where the gentleman that I just spoke to. And everyone here in High Point is very friendly. You can come down here with your fishing rod and go fishing, and never a problem. Benches lined up. Across this waterway, that's a marina just like this one, but this the one over there only takes people that have boats without motors, like sailboats. They don't want the oil and the gasoline polluting that side of the lake. So that's on that. You have to get in your car, take about a 15-minute drive to get there, even though it's across the water. This way by boat, it's a long way when you have a car and you have to go through other neighborhoods. So I'm going to continue to show you just the local view here. And it's been raining the last 3 or 4 days, so we've had a lot of water.
What's up, partner?
Accumulating. Here's a good buddy of mine that is here too many days. I know he's got unlimited funds.
Every day I get off work, I come straight to the lake.
Yeah, give the people your name and tell them where you're from.
I'm Loxley. I'm from Trenton, New Jersey. I moved here from Texas though, and I've been here for 2 months, and I like it. I love it. It's a lot of things to do, and come down and visit.
Yeah, you see, I came down from D.C. You folks know that, though. You have watched me on television and radio over the last 12 years. So this is my first time giving the worldwide audience my whereabouts, because I've been in Walkertown, North Carolina. I sent out my gardening video this morning so you could see me doing all those watermelons. But today, this is about High Point, and there are people out there that want to know exactly what I'm doing now that I've moved. So I'm down here practically 7 days a week. Most of you that know me well know that that's why I moved to High Point from Walkertown. So I'm going to continue to walk down until we get to the pier and beyond, and we're going to circle around where the boats are, and then we're going to go up to the next portion of this lake, which you got to get in your car to get there. Again, where I live on this lake is back down this way. Back down past the golf course in a boat. You make a sharp right, that'll take you to where I live.
All right, partner, man.
Okay, man.
On the next go round.
Good talking to you, man.
All right, now take it easy.
Okay. So I've been out there on the lake fishing in a boat, and it's a different world when you're doing bass fishing and you're over in the bushes and the weeds. And the gentleman that took me out, good friend of mine that has a lot of pictures in there of him catching fish, took me out, and we spent all day, and he showed me how that you don't need to go far out in the water. He stayed. Let me show you. He went out, and I could look back and see this marina all day long. And we ended up just dropping the line basically in a lot of bushes and stuff, and those big old bass were all over that bait. I didn't have any artificial lures. I was using minnows, and he said, no, if you're going to be a bass fisherman, you got to learn to fish without any bait, without any live bait. Okay, here's someone leaving out. This is the marina, and this is why you have boats. We'll watch this person. In case y'all thought I was playing, here it is right here, right? That's fun, isn't it, y'all? Y'all want to come down and visit me now, huh? Okay. Going to continue to walk. Going to show you some land here. This is where the land meets the water. This is actually where the boats come in. And they come up to the launch. And you can see the vehicle over there. That's just how you put your boat in. And you take it back up to the parking lot up here. And then come back and get your boat. I'm going to show you the marina building if the sun is allowing you to see it. This is where you go in and you can get fishing equipment in there. You can pay for your everything you need, boating and the rods and anything you don't have. That's what the marina is for. They have ice in there and some very nice people. I've fallen in love with all these people here that treat me like a VIP even if I'm not. So I may try to get back to here, but it's just a building inside. It's got bathrooms, bulletin boards. It's got a conference room over to your right where you can, invite people in and do things. Sort of like a library would be up in some of the other places, a spare room. So I'm going to let you see this boating information just so you can see that you got to read and pay attention to all of that, all of those things. No drinking, folks, DC folks. Swimming not permitted. Okay. So I'm going to continue to do what I do, right? Stop sign so that you don't wreck your boat and your car. When you get out here, you have to make sure that it's clear. We have a boat returning. Let's see if I can zoom in and get that boat. I've watched this the entire summer, and I helped a lot of people bring their boat in, and also it's labor, and sometimes you have older people that can't bring the boat in and put it up on the car. So I'm trying to get a boat, and you gotta know how to do all this stuff, and the only way you can do this stuff, this is not a YouTube project. You gotta come down here and spend some time with the people that have been doing this all their life for 25 years, showing you exactly how to bring the boat in, how to take it down. And so I'm ready now. If I had a boat, I could do what you see these people doing. I could do that. So I'm going to actually walk out on the pier that's sticking out in the water like that. I'm going to walk down. Hopefully I don't fall in off the edge. Somebody yell when I get to the end, say, "Dalani, no, you're about to fall in, fool." Okay, getting closer to the end. Okay, I'm going to hold on the yellow rail and I'm going to zoom back down to where I showed you before. That peninsula that's sticking out in the water is my right hand turn signal in a boat to go back down the waterway where I could get out and go up to where I live. So I'm just trying to use cameras to get you where that part of the lake you can get to by boat, but where you're seeing on the video right now, you have to go get in your car. That's a couple entrances away, an interstate highway between here and there. And all of it runs underneath, what would that be, over top of the lake. So you'll be passing bridges, and I'm going to show you that later today. Right now, again, I'm zooming back across, and you should be seeing the sailing marina over there on that side. Here's a gentleman that just came off the water. Don't know if he caught any fish. Most of the people will give you fish, really, if you're here. I haven't had anybody ask for any money, but I see fish being passed out. Even myself, when I'm here, I usually do the same thing. You going home and, you know, someone's here that doesn't fish, doesn't have a boat. So you give them some sea bass, some striped bass, what they call hybrid striped bass, that is stocked in the lake, and they run anywhere from a pound to 10 pounds. Striped bass, just like we have in the DC area. Okay, so I'm going to continue to walk. I'll show you that pier is where I just came off of, and it's two of those, one there and one there, and boats can come on either side, so 4 people can be engaging coming in and out of the water. Again, I'll stand. And you see there's houses over there on the water. They aren't allowed to treat the lake like it's their own because it's a private house, but the public, High Point owns the lake. And so you can't just come out and pretend like that it's not that way. Okay, I'm going to scroll around because I want you to now see what we see every day, boats. These boats are actually kayaks, and they rent for like $25 an hour, and they do a good business on the weekend because people can take them. I'll show you how you put it in the water. Again, Dalani Amon, live from High Point, North Carolina on a Friday morning, and you see these boats are here all the time. You just go in and you pay for it. So then you come out, and what you end up doing is just walking the boat down here, and you just walk right on in the water. I'll try to do the best I can. I'll go down here and then turn around so you can see the boats from another angle. Okay. Again, I'm down to water's edge. I told you I'm close to the water, right? I'll lift up to let you see that it just goes across there and down some. So I'll stand back down here as I'm walking away. I'll go back up the sand. This is sand like that's at a beach, folks. And then I'll walk back down the bank. Hopefully I won't fall in. The sign says no fishing, no swimming, and they mean where the sand is, because the High Point University has a rowing team, and this is where they enter the lake, and they don't want any accidents here. So it's for those of you in other parts of the country, that should be an interesting sight, because yeah, it looks like a beach, and the water is fairly clear. I don't know whether you can see that. Maybe as we get down here that I can scan. You see, you can go out a few feet and still see stuff under the water. You can see my shadow in there. Okay. I'll turn around so that you can see the facilities, and what I mean by that is there's a barbecue pit right there. Right. There's a picnic table. I said I wouldn't pass anything like that. I want everybody to see that this stuff is, anyone can use it. The park is open all year round. There's no charge to get in. And I think it's like $2 if you're trying to go fishing. But so there's a picnic table, and it's right on the water. The one beside it is right on the water. This one over here is by the parking lot, and during the summer most of these are being used. I'll try to walk you down. Where would that be? The next, there it is, barbecue grill and table. So you can bring your food and cook out. Right. That's a pier that's sticking out in the water. I'll take you down there in a minute or so. And this is what they call a feeder down here. We don't have these in the DC area. The fish have to fend for themselves, but down here in North Carolina, they feed their fish. So all that water is still going across, and we're only seeing, you know, less than half of the possible lake. I'll try to get to the rest of it later. I got to get back in the car and drive, like I said, and I'll do that. So I'm still walking. Kind of, this is not flat land that I'm on. It's actually, I guess you can see, it's up and down, so you have to just roll with the punches and hope that you are seeing the video the way that I'm seeing it. Seeing it with my naked eye. I'll go close to the water. I got to remember not to fall in, right? Still walking. Trying to make this a video where it's not chopped up. This is where you're really going to have some fun. You animal lovers, watch this. What do you see? I see this every day, y'all. Nature. Got to get out of the house sometime. It's a white duck in there, and don't know how it got here. There's stories behind it that someone dropped it off here, and even in spite of it not having any other birds that it's connected to, it made the adjustment, and now it's part of the family. It travels wherever they travel. But at first, okay, I'll let you see some more. That's the pier. Another 4 birds. And like I said, it's all for free. All you have to do is live here. You get to take advantage of all this. Just being a resident. This is one of the nicest places I've ever been. It's 30% black, 30% white, 30% Hispanic, and 10% all else. So I'll let the birds go about their business. Another picnic table right beside the pier, and I saw this pier being built 3 months ago, and I'm not going to make too much of a big deal, but I was the first person that got on that pier when it was finished, because I snuck over there with the caution tape they put up. I'm not going to let a caution tape keep a brother like me from being able to say for the next 100 years that I went on that pier before anybody else other than the people that constructed it. Again, the birds again following me down. And I am kind of known here because I'm here practically every day. So I'm going to go down here. And this is the pier itself. And I'm going to try to advance down. There's other people here today that are taking videos and pictures as well. Good morning, how's everyone doing? Welcome to High Point. Welcome to High Point.
Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah, I imported these girls from the Philippines.
Yeah.
We met before.
Yeah, I'm sure we've met before. Dalani, yeah, how did you remember that?
Yeah, my husband and I were here.
Your husband and I, and when was that?
That was, I don't know, but it was recent. We talk a lot, we converse with you for a long time. My husband.
Yes, I remember now.
This is our neighbor. This is our neighbor, 100-year-old veteran.
100, and he's here too?
Yeah, we are neighbors.
Yeah.
We're taking him for a walk today.
Well, that's good, and yeah, I do remember you and your husband, and we spent some time talking, but that's great you remember my name.
Yeah, Dalani, and this is my country person, my country lady.
Fellow woman.
Yeah.
My fellow country, Eileen.
And some of my best friends are from the Philippines, but they're in Washington, D.C.
Oh.
They were in the military, and they're still up there. They bought houses, and I only emailed with them, but they were some good friends. And we had
Fishing today.
I'm not fishing today. I'm actually making this video because I do radio and television is what I do for a living. And everybody wanted to know what it looks like where I live. And I'm giving them a real tour
Okay, all right.
where they can hear my voice and see the video.
Give us a copy of your video. Give us a copy.
I'll stay in touch. We'll do that. Because this is going to be on television, on YouTube for the whole world to see.
Oh my gosh.
Yes.
And put it down. These
What is
are
the address?
all 3 girls are mine.
They're yours? Okay, well that's good. They look like maybe too expensive for me. I would have to get another job. Let me continue on, and I'll definitely give you the information, okay?
Even one is expensive. Boy, you won't have 3.
Yeah. Oh, I'm just glad that they're down here in my neck of the woods. I live right here on this lake. If you go down to that flag on that golf course down there and make a sharp right turn on a boat, that'll take you to where I live. So I'm just happy to be close and don't have to get up and go to work every day and hang out on the lake with some great people like you. Okay. That's what I'm saying. It's a very friendly place. Now don't y'all start calling me up, bugging me. That's taking you back down to, that's the yellow flag where you make the right turn, take you to where I live. I must be quite a character. These people remember me. I think that happens everywhere I go, though. That's that Harambe thing. That Harambe thing. Yeah, let me show you. This is the campsite that's right beside the lake. You see that? It has a swimming pool over there, bathrooms, electricity, cable, and it's like $30 a night. I'll scan around to bring you back. Can you imagine being surrounded by this much water? I'm trying to zoom back, I guess. Yeah, there we go. That is what we call the playground. That's where Amira swings right there, and this is where I fish. And so I can watch just like I'm watching now, and she can say, "Hey, Dad," and I can say, "Hey, Amira." And she loves that playground. She says that swing is very nice. So I'm going to stand back down here, and just to give you an idea, this is sort of like the end of the lake this way, but not quite. You could still go. You see a bridge down there. You might see cars passing that I don't see on the camera, but those cars, there's water on the other side of that. And so it's just I don't know. I'm just going to pan back around before I leave the pier. Okay, because we're still. You see how much water, and the water goes out of sight. So I'm gonna, oh man, that was so nice that lady remembered me. Y'all know I'm tripping off of that. You know, I gotta slow my roll anytime I meet somebody for the first time months ago, and, oh, I know you, Dalani. Me and my husband, we met you here. I am here every day, and people expect that I should be the mayor of this town because I hang out at the marina, and they want someone that will pay attention, you know, to the boating, fishing part of being here. And I love it here, though, man. Don't y'all just all load up at one time and come to High Point. Airport's here, Amtrak's here. Okay, now I'm walking again. This is on the other side of the pier. Let me take y'all back to the pier so you can see what happened. I just went down, came back. Now walking along the bank again. And what do you think you're going to see now? Okay, so let's see what this leads us to. Again, the playground. Other parts of the playground that you may not have seen in the other shot. But yeah, so it's good as a parent. You can come here and don't have a fear because you're... Okay, so what is this? Okay, water. Like yesterday I came here. Oh, you can see it again. Water is... Oh man, if you can see that how I can see it, it's flowing. Some people, they love water flow, no matter how small, as long as the water is moving. So if you can see this over the leaves and over the rocks, man, yeah, come on down. Come on down. Water flow, still going. So we know where that's headed, right? That's filling up the lake. It's actually from another water source. Oh man, you folks are going to love that, right? Check that out. And all of this is a man-made. They built this. Okay, y'all. I'll walk you down. Again, I'm going to go across the water, though, to let you know that's the other side. Yeah, it's a long way over, right? Okay, we'll come down here. I'm coming down to water's edge again, down the railing. Another picnic table and shelter. And that was the camping down there. That's still part of this bank here. And I'll take you back to the pier. And then I walked down and I came around, let you see the waterfall. And now we're back down this coast. And I'm just letting y'all see that there's trees and stuff down there. And there's hybrid bass. They love being under leaves and stuff, so people come down. This is the part of the lake that they feel comfortable. So I'm going to back out of here, hopefully by continuing to show you the lake, and I'm going to try to myself back up without backing into a tree. Y'all get what I'm trying to do here, right? I want to show you something else, but I don't want to do that and miss all this great scenery. Yes, Dalani Amon from Washington, D.C. has found a home. So don't think that it can't happen, but it's only going to happen if you want to get out of the big cities. Okay, so I'm going to scan around. This is a mirror swing. This one on the end is hers. And man, you know, when you're a parent like me and you have a daughter, and that daughter is happy, you can't find anything you can do with that. When she gets to live with her daddy in this kind of life on a daily basis. I'll pan back over to the playground, let you see what it... And they have the backdrop of, look behind them, is that water when they're on the playground or anywhere. So I'm going to start to walk down here. You can hear people working in the background. And when we get here, what you're seeing is a whole line of boats. A whole line of just nothing but boats. So you can not only be here, but you can park your boat if you are. You can't just bring it anytime you want. You have to have a space. And these spaces are numbered. So these people drive here in their car, just like I did. And then they hook up the car to these boats. And I'm not trying to go fast or slow, but ooh, I'm glad to be back on flat land. And the only people out there that know boats know what these look like, and some of them have covers and others don't. Again, this is High Point, North Carolina, the home of the High Point rowing team that won the NCAA championship last year, year before. So where do they keep their stuff? Let me show you. It's simple as this. They are afforded a lot of luxury here by having a college that's walking distance just about from here. So if you come here later in the day, you get to see them working out, not here on the land. They do that, but they also put these boats in the water, and then they go out of sight almost. I mean, where you can't even see them, and they practice very hard, and I can see where they could win some college competition. So we enjoy that, us neighborhood people. We can just come down anytime. And again, we're back to the boat, so I'm just trying to let y'all see that. Everybody okay? Say hey. Hey, Dalani, my brother. Come get me, Dalani. Anyone in particular in for one of these boats, speed boats, and just regular little go out in the water boats? And I think that's called a pontoon, but I could be pronouncing it wrong because I don't know. I don't hear people calling it, but that's the one that can hold like 6 to 8 people, and it allows you to have a little party right here on the lake. So I'm going to take a second and go back to the water to let y'all know. And okay, so these are the teachers' boats right here. Let me walk over there. No sense not letting you know that, right? And the teachers simply go out in these boats with microphones, and they go beside these boats right here, and they tell them if they're doing things right or doing wrong. And of course, you can't understand it because it's all coded and signals about who should be doing what in the water to propel that boat. So I guess during the competition, the teachers aren't allowed, but every day, these boats right here go out. The students take it out on the lake, and they pick the teacher up, put the teacher on the boat or on the vehicles, and this goes on all day. So I'm scanning now. This is the back side of the marina. You saw the other side on the water. This is the back side where people come to park. So what I'm going to do is take you back over here to where we were. Try to pick up where we were, somewhere over here. That's a raft on the ground. Probably about $300-400 one. And most of these are, you know, $5,000 to $20,000 boats. Here's one way up in here. There's a sailboat. See how far up? And those things can move in the water without any gas, without any motor. So I love it here, and I'm in the market for a boat, sure. Just waiting on some company. Yes. Man, we're at the 40-minute mark. I've done 40 minutes. How long did I think it was going to take? Well, I don't know. I'm going to have to speed up maybe if I'm going to get to the other lake. Not the other lake, this lake, but in a different part of it. Look at that. Pretty nice, huh? Yeah, come on down, y'all. Come on down, bring your bag. Hey, how's it going? Life is good. Life is good here in High Point. Okay. So as we see this car heading out, that's where we came in. That's the gate that we came to. And there's the water over here, which we passed on the way in, and the golf course and all that. So I'm going to maybe stop right now and pick this back up the street in a few minutes. Okay, this is Dalani from Harambe Radio and Television back at you. We are now upstream from where we were before, same water. And what I'm showing you now is the backside of that yellow flag as you turn the corner to come this way where I am now. And I'm going to try to reorientate everybody that we're on the same body of water. Just had to get in the car and drive a little bit to get to the lake. And here, cover and a big old picnic area. And I'm going to walk down to the water now and show you east and west of what we're doing here. Like I said, across that lake is where the golf course is and the golf hole. And if you want to really know what's interesting, I'm going to go down, I'm going to show you down this way. This is that sharp right turn I was telling you to make that would bring you, you would be turning where you see that boat out in the water. You would, okay, so yeah, you would come down this way, make the sharp right, and that takes you, you would be headed the way you see the camera going, and you see the bridge down there with cars coming across it. That's where I live. And a boat, you go down there and you would go underneath that bridge, and on the other side of that, not far, is where that particular place is. So I'm going to walk that way, and I'll continue to scan. Again, golf course, professional golf course, same as the other one. This is just another part of the golf course. You know, it's like 18 holes and it goes, so I had to get in the car to get where I am. And I was telling someone recently that here in High Point, that in the, not the middle of the summer, but every Labor Day weekend, they have a jazz festival here, and it's called the John Coltrane Jazz Festival. And what makes that interesting is that it's held right on this water. So from where I live, I can hear the music playing. So we're going down there right now. Let me try to get closer to it. We are actually walking along the waterway, and there's big old catfish in there and carp, and sometimes they come right up to the top. You could almost take a net and scoop them up. Big old fish. Oh, it would be nice if you folks could see that, right? But that would take a miracle. Okay, so we're coming down, and I'm going to pan back up, because all of this land, there's my vehicle there, all this land that you see is where the people bring their blankets and they park. Up there, walk down here, hundreds and hundreds of people, and this stage that you see is where the truck brings the band, and the musicians and everything are actually on this water. This is, as someone told me, an amphitheater held on the water, and so I can hear them from down the water where I live. So my daughter and I, we had company, I think, yeah, and we came right on around trying to find the music, and it was right here on this wooden plank where a truck can come from the road, park that truck right here, and it opens up, and it's like an instant stage. So they built this big old piece of wood that's out in the water. I hope you're getting some idea of what I'm talking about. Again, all that water is a backdrop here, and man, I'm enjoying just bringing it to you. So I'll try to get to the other side. I'm still walking on the wood that makes up the stage. So I'm going to turn it around and try to give you a shot of being off of it and back across it. Let's see what happens here. Yeah, you see that? And then you go up here and you go back across. We'll walk it as I'm showing you the water. I won't walk in. But this is an amphitheater, and Leela Hathaway was here. And I forgot all the other great jazz people that made up that weekend. Labor Day weekend is what I'm trying to remember. So we're back across to the other side. I'm going to point you down the bank. And this water actually now turns the corner, goes back down straight ahead of us for miles and miles. And you can actually get back on Route 68 and park your car and see the same water way down there. Again, a boat out in the middle. And yeah, I am having fun. So we're going to stop it right here, and then we're actually going to go down about a half a mile in the car, and you'll see more water. Okay, I'm back up on top. I just want to let you see what that stage looks like. Sticking out in the water, stays there all year long. And that's what it looks like from back up at the vehicle. Also bathrooms, and again, Dalani Amon in High Point at Oak Hollow Lake. Same water, just a little bit upstream from where we just were with the amphitheater stage. And just as a point of reference, we can we'll let you see that somewhere along the way. We'll point to that downstream so you can see it. Boats are still out in the water, and I'm just coming down some steps and don't want to kill myself, so let me make my way down to the water so we can get that part on this 1-hour video. There's some other things I could show you, but I want to make sure we let you see. And this is a long walk down to the water, and it's a hill, not straight down, up and down, but just a kind of an incline that you can roll a ball and it would just keep on going. Okay, I'm not talking as much, right? I want the video to speak for itself, but we are happy to be here again. Okay, I'm going to try to show you the stage that was downstream. I don't know whether this zoom. There it is over there if you look. Can you see it? We'll walk down and see. No, that's actually not that. What that is that same hole that you saw earlier. This is the back side of that hole. Be nice if I can show you the flag. There it is. Everybody hold on to their underwear. Yeah, that's the same flag, except we were on the back side looking the other way. There it is. Center of your screen. Okay, so that means I need to walk you down this way a little bit. Yeah, the marina and everything is back down that way. Out of sight. So if you had a boat, you would leave the marina, go to your right, and then you get down here, and you'd be going down that way, and you see there's no end in sight. All the same body of water, but at a different place. I'll show you the bridge I showed you earlier from downstream. Let's see if I can zoom in and it's down there. There's a truck. Everybody see that truck go by that bridge? I'm on the other side of that bridge. I'm down to my last 10 minutes, so I got to start to move fast. But yeah, you got to see the golf hole on two different sides of the water. It's a bunch of water. Now I can see. Watch this, folks. That's it right there, sticking up out in the water. The amphitheater. And people parked up top. And all that grass you see is where you can bring your lawn chair and catch the jazz. Outside now, there's no building for it. Okay, as we're walking up the hill, we're going to walk up to a big old picnic area. I think it's anybody can first come, first serve. I'll zoom in on the boats out there. I'll scroll down, maybe try to get the amphitheater one more time. Let's see if I can line it up. Bingo. Okay, this is Dalani Amon, filming live from High Point, North Carolina, and I'm going to take you down to what I think is one of the prettiest places you've ever seen. Stay there. Trying to film and not fall in. Okay, is everybody ready? Watch this. Well, what do you think, folks? You know what that is, right? That's water. Let's get closer. I want to let the water take us out, wherever that is. I hope you can hear the roar. I'll try to get quiet. And where is it? Right across from the golf course. That's the golf course hole we showed you an hour ago. Cars going across that bridge down there. The amphitheater. All this scenery, and you get up here and then this is what you see. I'll try to turn this way for a second. You can come up and sit on a rock by yourself. Couple rocks. You see how crowded it is on a Friday afternoon, right? Not a person in sight. Don't ask me for my address, can't give it to you. So yeah, you could sit on a rock, sit on a bench, bring your lunch, sit over there, and everything is when you turn around, this is what you got. Now, could I take a rock and hit that water? I think so. Can you hear it? I hope someone is saying, yes, Dalani, keep it right there, keep it right there. What kind of picture would that be? I hope that you can see the water moving. Oh, there it is. How powerful is that? I'm in love, y'all. All one body of water. It either goes this way to go down to the bridge where I told you I live. This is back where the golf course is sticking out in the water. Right there. Turn that corner and that goes back down to the marina. And so you see, not hard to get around water or land. But let me show y'all what I came here to show you. Let me know if y'all have anything walking distance in your neighborhood that can top that. Right? Fighting all these people off to get in this spot, right? Can't hardly walk for all the crowds. Yeah. Did I do some research to find this place? I certainly did. I want to thank my daughter Amira for suggesting that we leave Walkertown and come enjoy our life while we're still healthy and around. We're at the 58-minute mark, so we got a couple more minutes. We'll just let you see it. You see how wide that thing is? I'm still showing you water. I'm trying to stand from one side to the other. That's the end there, and then I'll go back this way. So people do come here, and that's the attraction, the water. Yes, look how far down that goes. Still going, still going, still going. And there's the end of it on that side, left to right. I'm shooting through some branches now, just so you can see the contrast of the green, brown, fall-looking stuff, and then the waterfall behind it. Gives you an idea of how fast that water is coming over that cliff. Oak Hollow Lake. In case somebody's saying, where the hell is he? Oak Hollow Lake, High Point, North Carolina. Oh man, that's beautiful. Yes, send the video to friends and family. This is where Harambe is broadcast, less than 2 miles from where I'm standing. It's where headquarters is, and it's where we do our thing. So it gives you a chance to relax and get away from all the drama, all the things going on, and reorientate yourself back to planet Earth and what we should all be enjoying if we could just get some peace and quiet and some freedom, some sovereignty, where we can all send each other these kind of videos. That would be nice. Yeah, we've done about hour are some of the nicest. I've done a lot of, you know, you've seen the gardening and the turkeys and the, what else, man? We've done just about everything you can name, but we've never done this here. Let me give you a shot. This is Dalani Amon, CEO and founder of the Harambe Radio and Television Network, signing off with water, water, and more water. I hope you folks have enjoyed what you've seen. Stay tuned to HarambeRadio.com and also the Black Learning Channel, where I know this is going to go. Black Learning Channel, YouTube.com. Well, what do y'all think? Send me an email, drop me an email. And that water has fish in it. And I've been out in that water on a boat, you know, where I showed you some of the shots. I've been there and done that.